Thanks for watching, guys. My name is James Robertson, and we're doing something a little bit different today. I got my good friend here. We've been friends for years. Dimitri is an attorney. Dimitri is a friend of mine. Dimitri's been a client of mine, and I think he has some very unique insights to share about how COVID-19 has affected so many people. How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Good. I'm great, man.
Glad to
Good
be
to see
here.
you. How are you doing since COVID-19 as an attorney, as a businessman, owning your own law firm? How has COVID-19 affected you?
Not as bad as you would think, because before COVID-19, with my wife's health condition, I had to learn how to work remote. I've worked in and out of hospitals. I've worked next to her hospital bed in our home for years.
So it seems like you were ahead of the curve. When we talk about you outfitting to take care of your wonderful wife, what did you have to do differently, if anything at all?
You were looking for space for me.
That's right.
And so I was going to be moving from one office location to another. And instead of doing that, I've just moved everything home.
You know
Yes.
what? And your experience is not unique.
Yes.
I remember working with you. I know one thing that went on in the back of my mind was things are about to change here.
Yes.
And when we got to a point where we were trying to set up tours and they were canceling tours, and then you had landlords saying, well, I'll have the space open, but I can't be there.
Yes.
I started thinking, what's the demand of office space going to look like? You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
what's the landscape going to look like? And I have to tell you, as a professional on our side of the table, we are expecting big changes for office space.
Okay.
Now, when you talked about how you had to augment your services and do things differently, I'm interested as a business owner, do you sell differently now than you would have to sell in the past, pre-COVID-19?
Well, it's tougher for the clients. Clients are concerned about where things are going to be. So the sale now has to be to meet the client at the pain point and understand that you're going to have to give more than you've ever given before, because clients are very sensitive to cost and pricing and actually what they're going to get. Some of my clients, they've had to lay off people. Others have had to convert to working from home. So their levels of anxieties are higher. And so I have to make sure that I deliver value at a higher level than before.
I felt some of that same pressure. So how do you think you've been doing? Have you been doing well? Are you on track? Has COVID knocked you down a peg or two? What's been happening with your business there?
It set me back just a little, in that I have to work harder for the same results now. In fact, in my business, a lot of people don't know that before a matter goes to trial or before you get to a closing on a business deal, there's a lot of background work that has to go on. And we lawyers depend on a lot of people. We depend on the clerks of the court. We depend on witnesses. We depend on process servers. There's a lot of pieces that have to go together. But this COVID-19 crisis has made it where if you call any office, you may have to call 2 or 3 times before you get anyone to even respond. You leave messages, you got to call and follow up. So I built into my system an expectation that it's going to take more to move the ball as far as I need to move it. And I made my mind up that I'm going to be patient.